Hello.
Hello.
We're here today to talk to you about 2491 Planetship.
From MEBO Games or MEBO
Or,
Games.
2491.
2491.
Or 2491.
So one more way to say it?
I'll stop. So in this game there is basically there's a big spaceship that has essentially broken down. Different teams of people going in to basically capture people on the ship and technology and whatnot.
Yep.
I mean that's the theme. In reality, this game is kind of a bluffing game.
Yeah, it's
pretty much.
definitely not a bluff.
So there are no cards in this game, only
Tiles.
tiles.
They're on these little tile holders that are quite cool.
Yeah, you get a little. Everyone gets their tile holder. You can have your hand size is 6, and so there are 6 spaces for your characters.
Right, so you can see they don't fall down or anything. You can move them about.
Yeah.
Good when you've got cats.
Um,
So the game lasts for 4 rounds, and at the end of round 4, whoever's got the most points wins the game. You get points from the characters you collect during the game.
Yeah.
And the objectives that you complete.
Yeah, so you see these objectives, each is worth 6 points each if you have the most of that thing. So
that thing is a symbol.
Yeah. So for example, this guy here,
tiles.
He's got the skull symbol on him, which is an ability which we'll explain in a bit. But whoever has the most of these characters with the skull abilities in their hand at the end of the game is going to get 6 points, and then the same for each of the others.
So how do you collect them? There will be tiles on the board on these white spaces. Some of them have the eye crossed out, some of them don't. If there is an eye icon, you can't see the tile. If there isn't, you can't see, and you can see what you're going to be bidding for to try to get.
Okay, so the first thing we will do on our turn is, in turn order, we're each going to select a card from our tablet, our little hand, to put on the ship, and some of them will be secret, some of them will be revealed. So I could put one here, it's hidden, and it's got my ship to show it's my card. Now, if you were to put one here, that would also be hidden.
I don't want to.
But because it's got this symbol here, you have one of these tokens that allows you to scan hidden cards. So she could put it on my one to have a look to see what it is, or I think it works on adjacent areas, so you could look at this one to see what's hidden under here. So the probes help you to discover the information about what's hidden on the table.
Whether it's a card you try to get or whether it's someone else's card they played.
Yes.
Yeah.
So play is going to go around like this. So say I put one here, and then you put one somewhere else.
Yeah. So say put one here.
And then
you need to put your ship on it.
Yes. So, what happens is after you place all your things, is we're going to resolve all these tiles in number order, starting with zone number 1 up here. And then within zone 1, we're going to resolve them in the number order from 1, 2, 3.
Yeah.
So this guy's got team radio, so he gets +1 strength, each other friendly character in this zone and any adjacent zone. So I've got one friendly character here and one here, so he has 2 strength. This guy has 2 strength by default, and he has a shield, so he could protect himself or someone else from an attack. So I could put this in a figure in an adjacent zone, so I know that none of Elixia's characters are in here, but she does have some over here, so I can shield this guy to protect him from any potential bad things that might happen to him.
Keep protect.
Right, so my total strength in this zone is 4. Elixia didn't even go in this zone, so I would win this card here. So that one would come to me. Then we would go to zone 3, revealing all the cards here. And in this zone, Alicia is uncontested, so she would win it, but she's got a shield, so she can shield one of her characters in an adjacent zone.
Oh, shit.
So she would, yeah.
And then I'll read the card.
And then you get the card. And then what's next? Number 5 down here. So we would, so we flip the cards, and then we resolve them in numerical order. So your character goes first. Now, so you've got a magnet, a tractor beam, so you can choose an unshielded character in an adjacent zone and place the chosen character face up into an occupied space in the zone that you are in. So you could either pull, we could pull one of your characters in to help you win the zone, or...
But I'm strength 1, you're strength 0.
Yeah, so you're currently winning this. However, my ability here, I am a hacker, so I'm going to return that card to your hand, and then I will win that zone.
Also, I can pull this dude.
Or
I can't because
you
I'm
can't
shielded.
pull that one, yeah.
So I have to pull this one.
Your choice here, you could pull this one to help you win this zone, but then you'll be giving me this zone.
I don't need this because we don't get points for that.
Okay.
So I'm gonna pull him there.
And the other thing you could have done was pull me from here into here. So you're going to lose this zone, but then that will allow you to win this zone.
Yeah, but I haven't checked
So
this.
there are multiple options. Okay, so you pulled them over, so
Yeah.
we'll reveal them. But we go around to me next. I kill, so I kill one of the characters. So maybe I would kill this walkie-talkie person.
You wouldn't.
Actually, no, I would kill this one because it has strength.
Yeah.
So that one would go back to you.
And then none of us gets it.
We do, because your walkie-talkie character has strength equal to your allies in adjacent zones. So you get +1 strength from this guy.
Oh, okay.
So you would have 1 strength, I have 0 strength, so you would get this card.
Yeah.
Then we go to zone 6. You are not here, it's just me. I have a tractor beam, so I could pull someone in here, but it's not really beneficial to me.
It is, you can pull me. So there is one of me here. I don't know why I'm helping you, but that's...
Yes, but then you might win this one, because I pull a stronger character.
Yeah, true.
Right, okay, well, I'm just going to have to pull... Oh, I know, I could just pull my guy.
Yeah.
And then we win this. There we go to number 7, so we'll reveal everyone in here. Right, and then we're going from the lowest to the highest. So I have the teleport, so I can just go out of there to somewhere else, and do I want to do that? Okay, maybe I'm just going to teleport over here. Oop, I'll just let you have this one.
Thank you. I would have killed you anyway.
No, but you got a scanner.
So what does this do?
So
But that's a 2. Okay, so I would have killed you if you didn't do
yeah.
it.
So the scanner, you draw the top card of the character deck and add it to the zone's reward space face up, then you choose a card to be played. So basically you now have a choice of 2.
I mean, this one is 2 points. Is that the points?
Yeah.
It's only 3 strength.
Mm-hmm.
None of them contribute to any of the things we're going for. Oh no, this one does. But still, no, I just keep it.
I think at the start of this phase we were supposed to flip all these at once anyway, so we would have seen where everyone was.
Yeah.
Anyway, so what we've got here, starting with number 1 is me. So I've got a scanner, so same again, I can have 2 in here, then pick which one I want. So, I mean, that one is worth 2 points and has 2 of these skull symbols. So I probably prefer that one if I'm going to be winning this area. Then this one, I mean, he's done his teleport, there's no point me teleporting anywhere else. And then your one also has a teleport, but again, it doesn't really matter.
Yeah.
So my strength adds up to 2, yours is 1, so I would take this card. Right, so you were collecting all your cards, and then out of what you've got in your hand, you would be discarding down to 6.
Including the ones you won.
Yeah, so the ones you've won are probably better in terms of what they do, so you probably want to keep those. So you would select your new 6 cards to put in your thing, and the rest would all be discarded. Now, the discarded cards are worth 1 point each, so it is...
You want to probably discard the ones that are worth 0.
Yes.
So then they get more value as they are discarded. And then the whole board shifts, right? Like the...
Yeah, so then what would happen, so for the next round, these 2 would come off, these would shift up, these would shift down, and then they would be revealed like that.
So the board is different for different player count.
Yeah, so depending on the player count, this board might be slightly different. I think it plays with 8 face up for 4 players, and then so when you're playing with 5 players, you play with a big 3x3 grid, and the whole thing just shifts and morphs around. So each round you'll have new areas to work with, and something we didn't mention is that each area does have special abilities associated with it. So for example, in this area, no one is allowed to look at any of the cards. You can't do the probing in this area. In this area, one character has to die at the end of the turn because it's the toxic, it's the nuclear area. And so each area has its own special things. You need to kind of think about that and work around it. So the how you win the game is just by having the most points, which you've explained. So you'll be trying to collect these symbols mostly during the game because that's what you're going to get the most points of. If you know your opponent probably has way more of that symbol than you, maybe just give up on that one and focus on another one. The cards themselves are worth different amounts of points. So he's worth 2, 2, 1. So
obviously, as you go further down, with the better cards you buy, there's like 3s and 4s.
Yeah.
And there's loads of them, and they're all different races, obviously. They're all different symbols. There's quite a lot in this box.
Yeah. And those are the only 3 things really. So whoever has the most after 4 rounds, 1, 2, 3, 4, we will count up the points, and whoever has the most wins. So we've played this a few times now, and it's not really our kind of game, I think.
No. I can see who liked it. Like, I think people who really like Small World would like this game. I feel like this gives me this small world feel.
Really?
Yeah, it does.
I suppose, yeah, it's that quick. I suppose it is kind of like area control, just rapidly.
Yeah, and it's mean, and it is area control. Like, obviously there is no like blind bidding or whatever you call that, and bluffing in Small World, but yeah.
I really like. I think it's a very well designed game, and I think a lot of players are going to really enjoy this. Because
was that not based on like a World War game or something?
I think it was based on like a World War II kind of spy themed game, possibly. I don't really know. You might have to look it up. But this one has been set in a futuristic sci-fi setting, and it's got great.
I love the artwork.
Great artwork. It's very kind of like comic book style alien artwork.
Did you know that there is a card here that looks like the what's her name from Queen's Gambit? Look. She's playing. Like,
she's playing checkers.
Checkers.
Yeah, so visually it's really great. Like anyone who enjoys sci-fi could probably get on with the look of this game, I think.
Yeah.
And the enjoyment of this game comes through the planning. Like, okay, so I'm going to put this here, and it's secret, so they don't know what I've got. And this card is going to pull their character out of that zone, so then I can win that zone with that character. This character I'm going to put in this zone to fool them, but then I'm going to teleport it into this zone so that I can win this zone. And it's all that kind of thinking and planning ahead what's going to happen, but you don't know exactly what's going to happen because there's so many hidden cards.
Yeah, I just want to say that you say it's planning, but then everything goes sideways. Because if you play with 5 people, yeah, you do play fewer cards because the more players you've got, the fewer ships you've got, right? So the fewer cards you can play. But yeah, you think you planned it well, but then it all may go
like
you know.
like Colt Express. Yeah.
There we go. Yeah, that is like Colt Express.
You've programmed everything that's going to happen, and then someone else's thing can mess up your thing. But I mean, that's where the probes come in. So when you go on the probe station, there are quite a lot of probe spaces, and you have a lot of probes. So it's where do you want to put that probe? What card are you really worried about?
Yeah.
Like, if they've got that one particular card there, that will screw up my whole plan. All right, well, I better make sure I probe to see what that is. Or, like, no one knows what that reward card is for that tile. Is it even worth putting all my resources in there? Maybe doing a probe there and looking and saying, oh, actually, this one fulfills a load of the objective things. That's really good. Okay, I'm going to go after that one with my best card. And your opponent doesn't know what card you've used. They might have thought you might have looked at it and saw that it was rubbish and put one of your weaker cards there. But so you don't know. So that's where the kind of the fun of the game comes in. It's the kind of plotting against each other.
Yeah, I feel like
trying to outmaneuver each other.
Like, I've never actually thought this is going to be like Colt Express. It is like Colt Express. You put your cards. You know what you're playing.
And you know the order. You know the order that everything's going to happen in.
But you don't know what everyone else played unless they played face up. Yes. Which also happens in Colt Express. I've never actually thought of that. So I mean, if you like this sort of games, that will be a great game for you. It's not a game for me, because I don't like the chance element. Like, I don't like.
Well, you don't like the fact that I could come in and screw up your carefully laid plan.
Yeah, I like strategy games when I can actually think what I want to do, and I'm planning, and this is going to happen, and there is nothing that can make this like screw it up. Whilst in here, you plan, you do something, you put your cards down, and then they all get shuffled around because they got pulled, and this one gets shielded, and this one dies, and it's just like, well, whatever, great. So
but I don't think it is as random as some other kind of programming games, just because of the probes and the shields. So if you shield a character, if you know you're going to be able to shield a character, then you know nothing can change what's happening to that character. So maybe you put your characters that produce the shields on the lower numbered zones, so that they can activate first and protect who you need to protect, ensure your plan goes ahead, and probe the cards that you're not sure about as you're playing. So it's not complete chance, but it is very adversarial. It's very kind of mean. And if you like that big, lots of player interaction, trying to outmaneuver and decept each other and screw each other over, then I think you'll really like this game. But those aren't the kind of the games that resonate with us, because you get very angry and I get scared.
You get things thrown at you,
and then I win, and then it's a bad time for everyone.
I mean, I guess this would be a game when it's easy. It's an easy game. It's language independent. There is not many rules. This is a game where, like, if you have a couple of friends over, obviously not now, but if you when you are back allowed to have friends over, you can play that with pretty much anyone, because
I mean, I don't think
it's really easy to teach.
Unless like your parents or family are really into sci-fi, I don't think it's necessarily like a family game.
No, I wouldn't say. That's why I said friends. It's not a family game.
But if you have friends that are into sci-fi and occasionally play board games, this would be a great one, because it's not that complicated, and they could get into the game and enjoy just the interaction with each other and trying to screw each other over. Yeah. So I think overall we think it's a good game, just not really our kind of game. Yeah. So it probably won't be staying in our collection, but it's certainly going to make a lot of people happy to play this.
Yeah, if you like games like Colt Express and Small World, and you like bluffing, and you don't... It's not a long game, I'd say, because 4 rounds is not a long game. And there is a timer on it, so it's not like it's going to go forever. And it gives you a feel of a big game as well, because it's a big board and there's lots going on. Then
All right. So what's our verdict then?
I give it a thumb and a half.
Yeah. I give it a thumb and a half as well. Is that half a thumb?
It's a half a thumb.
Because I appreciate how great the game is, but I just don't think we're going to have as much fun with it as other people. So it's not going to get the full score from us.
But that's the thing. The games are there's games for every mood for everyone. Like there's not a game that will suit everybody. So yeah.
Right. Well, hopefully from watching this video you have an idea of what the game is, kind of how it works, and if this game will be right for you. And so thanks for watching.
Thanks for watching. I'll see you next time. Bye.